Well, the View 2, Bachi here with an article that I got. Another article from papers I cut from 1993, and I might have found out why the flu epidemic is so bad and people are dying from it. I might have the answer right in my hands right here. And I cut this out last night. I mean, not last night, about a week ago or so, and I went over it last night because I hadn't had the time to check it. And I mean, yes, it has to do with Navajo Reservation in New Mexico. And this article it's funny too. We got a Dr. Voorhees in here. yeah. The reason of the illness is because of Dr. Voorhees using his dirty knife for surgery. Let me see if I can get that close up on that. There it is, Dr. Ron Voorhees. Department. Alright, in all seriousness. Christ. I need some official mentally strated help. Anyways, in all seriousness. Now this is out in New Mexico, mind you. And they go on to say we excluded the usual the bacterial, fungal, and parasitic infections, said Dr. Ron Voorhees, Deputy State epidemiologist. I don't use these words often, bear with me. And it goes on to say it's not anthrax, it's not a plague, it's not legionnaires, and it is not related to AIDS. Right here. This could be the answer what's going on around here. And how this bacteria is formed. Hopefully someone catches on to this video and looks into it more. And you know something, this coming from the dates to March 8th, 1993, a lot of these symptoms started, but the doctors didn't catch on to anything up until 2 people died from the same family, it says, in May. So from March to May. But if they had found out what it is and overlooking it now, it's unbearable to see. But I'm about to wonder, if this is what's going on and occurred, and they're just calling it a bad flu season. And it does go on to say that the symptoms can include a fever, muscle aches, a cough, red eyes, and a headache. So it's like, if they're not going in deep to this, not looking to see if it's a bacteria, just, it's a bad flu season. It's sick to say, people are dropping dead. And that's what this one did, 1993, and it was out in New Mexico, mind you, Arizona and Utah. So 3 different states in them areas. And it goes on to say, how I just said the family members died, and they calling it looked like a virus was to blame, and that virus is called even this guy down here is talking about, my God, those are the same symptoms going on to be, probably saying, flu symptoms, but this thing just takes lives. So I'm about to wonder if that's what's coming around here. Oh, there it is. Those deaths were blamed on, mind you, I don't use these words all the time, so if I say it funny, I will get a little close up first. Maybe you can figure it out on your own, if I can get it to zoom in nice. What is this? Ah, there it is, right here. Goddamn glasses. Mycoplasma fermentans bacteria, which are similar to viruses. Now what's the chances that we have gotten this throughout this region and doctors are not looking at it? You know, it's coming down to the point where it's just say so. You can say and think and call me crazy, but wherever these symptoms ever formed or came from, which I'm not saying trying to be bad or anything, but I've learned throughout life, and I'm sure everybody's learned, that a lot of diseases and you know, like the form of AIDS, the EVI, or the what the hell is that? The thing the mosquito has, and all them symptoms supposedly came from over on the other side of the world. I mean, what's over there in them jungles? The Amazon jungles, gorillas out there have AIDS. I mean, it's just scary, scary goddamn. Ebola came from over there. And it's just a scary, scary thought even this linked could have came from over there. I mean, I can understand why, yes, people want to flee and come to America, because we don't have this stuff in the United States. If anything that was ever formed here probably got smushed, crashed, crumbled, and destroyed due to heavy building. I mean, you don't hear much reports much as bad as like in Moscow, Russia, and they're over there. But it's these jungles and these places that are not fully formed as a city, so say. And that's what's scary, because them damn jungles out there are just as completely twisted and insane as any type of murderer, serial killer out there. That's a serial killer right there. And it's scary as hell. You know, when you got these volunteers going over there and risking their lives, just like bringing the Ebola back. And one doctor from Massachusetts. I mean, yeah, the plague came from England or Europe. And when they came over here to the United States, they wiped out a good portion of Indians, the plague. People had to be sent off to islands because they couldn't have it in their countries or here at the United States. You know, even Ghost Adventures went to the Plague Island. But yeah, that's how just scary it is. And the reason why you can't build in the Amazon jungle and you can't do this. Of course, you'd be endangering the habitat and everything, but damn. To know that these diseases, and I think this one could have came from over there too. But then again, over there, it could have came from Mexico, because they're not a fully developed, city either. I mean, there's a lot of probably where it came from too, so, but to think that all these countries and down in the south, down over there off to the Middle East, has these diseases. And it's unfortunate when someone does a voluntary or, helping and doing what they can to save people. It's only just endangering our lives here when they come back. And I don't know how many times I've been to the doctors now. Have you ever taken a trip out in the United States?
You know what? As far as I'm concerned, the only place as far as I'd make is probably Paris, Moscow, Russia, but I ain't going to them other countries. Not that I'm racist. Not that, and I don't want to be picking up no diseases. That's just insane. I mean, like countries like Australia ain't got it, Japan, all them outer skirt, countries. But I'm about to wonder if this is what's, hyping up the flu epidemic. Huh. Someone should really take a notice into this, and especially when it goes into small children. I mean, I could be wrong. It could be the flu, but if you got this and it's identical to flu symptoms, somebody better start looking into this a little bit more, because this happened in 1993. And precautions. You don't know where it's coming from. And the scarier thing is, what if it's coming from terrorists? Blow themselves up, so why not get sick? Find out something like this, which they probably already have. I mean, it's out there, it's documented. So all it takes is one, expert looking into stuff. You can't disclose anything. But that's a scary thought. And that's a new way of people, and I'm sure terrorists have already thought of it. But then again, you probably thinking if you get a, which would kind of be stupid, because then they'd be already dead by the time they get here. But I think that's what would stop them, because they'd get it and then drop dead and it won't work. But I don't know. All I know, this stuff's documented, this stuff is right here. Then someone should really look into this virus and see if it's this. Like I said, I'm going to zoom in on that word again. Hell, maybe I'm going to take a picture of this and put it on the screenshot. Just to be a little safe, because that's just scary. And like I said, I cut this out about a week ago, and I hadn't had time, all in the, oh man. I should have got it out a week ago and read about it, because damn, I'm usually on this when it says mystery illness. Right there, but shoot. Then again, it probably ain't it. Probably wrong, I'm probably just crazy and people think I'm nuts, but it's a good thing to think, huh? Good thing to take a wonder, and a good thing to write it down if you have flu symptoms and bring it to your doctor. Now, if I can save lives, I'll try my damnedest to help too. But I'm not no doctor, but I like to read history. And history is good, because this brings back, right here. What is this? Other than that, until the next, and I even put a little thing in here right now. Symptoms can include a fever, muscle aches, a cough, red eyes, and a headache. So get on down to your doctor. See if that's what you have, so you can save your life. Right there. You too, be safe, take care, and a lesson learned from history itself. See what you really have going on. Get saved. Out.